my background is in kind of all things communication. Pretty much every job I've ever had has had something to do with communication. I went to UCSB, lived here all through my 20s, worked at the downtown public library, moved up to the Bay Area. I taught English in San Francisco to adult students. That was really fun and edifying in a lot of ways, but economically was not one of them. It was very low paying, very frustrating. So I couldn't afford to do that for very long. But I moved back to Santa Barbara in '05 and mainly worked for a long time for a nonprofit doing development and communications and marketing and events. But in addition to that, I have done a lot of freelance writing. I did an editorial internship with The Independent in 1991, I believe. And so ever since then, I've been doing some kind of writing. I did a lot of arts journalism when I moved back here in '05 for about 10 straight years. I did a lot of dance and theater features and reviews for the news press, for The Independent, for Newshawk. I was fortunate enough to get to do some writing for Leslie for Seasons magazine when she was heading that up, and for a couple of other local magazines. I've most recently written for Cannabis by the Sea. Anyway, so more currently, I was laid off from my job at the beginning of the pandemic. So, 18, 19 months ago, whenever that was. And so I have launched kind of a whole new fork in the road, a whole new path, where I have become certified. I've mentioned in the past, some of you have heard, I've become certified as a celebrant, which is a type of officiant who performs, weddings, funerals, memorials, any kind of ceremony for people. And that's been super rewarding. Well, he's making an appearance now. My familiar would like to make an appearance. This is Archie. But anyway, yeah, so I have a really extensive background in that sort of goddess-based spirituality and ritual. And so I also in recent years have been able to become a lay leader at the Unitarian Society. And that is super gratifying, especially as I'm on this path to be a celebrant. The other thing I've done in pandemic time is I'm in the midst of training as a voice actor. So that's something I've always wanted to do. And so it just was really a gift to have that space of time. And thank you to the government for unemployment that has supported me throughout. But yeah, and then also writing a novel and have a memoir on the on the list next when I'm done with that. So yeah, just a lot of communication oriented stuff in my life. And that just seems to be my focus. So I'm also looking at creating some online sort of educational materials around this goddess-based spiritual path, just to see if I can help people learn a little who want to explore that for themselves. So I haven't been timing myself, but I imagine I probably hit my 2 minutes. But thank you very much.